Waddle.
So who wants to give me a recap of what happened last time in character?
In character?
Yes, it's always in character.
Oh boy.
Any volunteers?
Oh god, what did we do last session? Oh yeah.
I mean, I could go.
What
Somebody else
did
wants to
we
go.
go last session?
I know what we did. I just don't have faith in myself to do it.
My
You
God.
have the power.
Last session, I saw Carmonti with my very own eyes die in front of me to an assassin.
Skill
As we
issue.
headed into town. Skill issue.
Skill issue.
Skill issue.
Oh my god.
Was that it? Anything else?
Oh yeah, I remember. I hit a guy for the first time.
Okay.
And we went into town and learning about how we shouldn't talk about the assassins or bad things could happen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bad things could happen. And then we went about selling cargo, I believe.
Speaking to the guards.
think-
We also went and sold our
Roric and
goods in
Espen did
town.
something very weird, and that apparently they didn't want to tell us what they did, but they sold a lot of cargo.
Before I went, eventually I was asking for donations to the church when I came across Black Forest and basically just blabbed away to him for no reason because I wasn't thinking at the time. And now we are here when I'm currently having a meeting with Black Frost about this apostate.
And there were troglodytes.
And they were troglodytes.
And hey, y'all forgot the
Hundreds of them.
most important
I think
thing.
that's everything. None of
We
us
spent
anything.
30 of our own gold on a fancy inn.
No,
Yeah.
30 of the breast parents gold.
30 of our own gold.
You're forgetting the most important thing. Both Roric and Espen oiled each other up and proceeded to flex on everybody in the market.
Oh no, I mentioned that. It
selling
just,
a shit ton
I
of
just didn't
cargo.
mention the oil part.
That was definitely the best part.
I also think
Like
it's
you
important
said.
to note that, there's also one other issue. It is expected of Roy to meet with the Inquisitor the next morning.
Yep.
And
Which it now
by
is.
doing so, arranging, what would you call it? The execution of a party member. So maybe we should deal with that first, shall we?
All we could do is
We don't have to.
We don't have to.
More importantly, it is imperative that Roy decides what he's going to do and how he's going to do it, because this next part, Prince, is going to be a serious social encounter. Depending on the things that you say, do, all that good stuff, can decide the fate of others. So, to recap, I believe you did tell your party, yes?
Not my fault. Yeah, I told them where I was
Not
at.
my fault, you mean?
I told him that, I just met with Black Frost, getting chased.
Yeah, he did, because everybody except me or Espen and Lance are going with Roy to the
Yeah, because we have
to the
permanent
meeting.
exposure.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely put me
And
back in chains.
I said goodbye to Roric and wished him the best of luck.
Okay.
And then Lance realized he was left alone with Espen.
Well,
time.
then let's do this properly. Let me move this wiggling, boy.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Then he waddled away. Waddle.
To the
Wada,
church.
wada.
The very next day.
Okay, we are headed to the
Very
church.
next
It's not a
Well,
office
you
somewhere.
are expected to be there,
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if he had like an office somewhere, if it was actually at the church.
No, it is at the church. Okay, so to be clear, who is going inside?
Do we get the option to walk out after that?
Roy with the apostle.
Are you asking me what the future holds?
I'd like
I'm
to.
going in.
I'd like to not go inside.
Gilden will go inside.
I'd like to
Sazanka will go inside.
Lancebit will not go inside.
Alright, let's do
He
it
will
this
not
way.
leave with the party.
Let's do it this way. If you're going inside, move yourself here.
Of course, I am. Oh,
Well,
that's the stream.
no, I need to zoom.
It should be auto-adjusting
Man, I
your
need to
view.
do all this bullshit. Scroll. Yeah, I'm all the way zoomed out.
Okay. Alright, Warwick.
Right.
Stay over there so I can find you.
I don't think that
You
option is open to
don't
you.
have to move to where you actually are. I just need to know if you're here or not.
I mean, I'm dragging.
Oh wait, why am I going there? No! I'm drowning!
Bye, Gilden.
What are you
Oh my-
doing?
oh my
Bye,
God.
Gilden.
All right,
I was moving myself
you,
back.
you guys cannot be trusted. All right, Sazanka, you're going in. Roy, are you going in? Obviously,
he's
you
going
have to, but I'm just...
Yes, I'm going in with the apostate in hand.
Gilden, going
Yes.
in.
Why?
I mean, I don't have to, but I should.
Alright, so Roy, Sazanka, and Gilden, are you bringing the apostate?
Yes. That would be a dumb idea not to.
Oh, boy.
I
In
come in late.
chains.
Another opportunity squandered.
Okay, then I would like to walk in like 10 minutes late.
And then it's
Okay.
late.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you're not there. Alright.
Wait, not there. Can I not be there late?
You can't be late.
10 minutes is a long time to not be there where things can happen. Fucking
Okay.
cars. Lancebit and Epson, are you guys staying out?
Well, I am staying.
Alright, Sazanka,
Okay.
shit or get off the pot. Which one?
I'm going in.
There we go.
I'm going in.
The tiny demon thing.
Woo!
Hey guys.
Hi guys, I'm Sazanka.
Hello, I'm Sazanka. I'm Merchant.
No, don't pop it out.
Let's go.
Alright, Sazanka walks up to join his allies. Okay, so I will now set the scene for you. Man, that has taken a while to go away. It's supposed to normally fade over time. Alright, well, oh, there it goes. Alright, stare at it. Stare into its eyes.
With
Yeah.
uncaring eyes and mouth.
Okay, so to set the scene, Roy, you, Gilden, Sazanka, and Roric, who is in chains, approach the main church of Mytheria found in Dukeport. Couple of things that you notice. I'm gonna stand up because I can't sit down. I'm gonna stick to my chair. Sorry, I'm sweating. I'm dying. I'm dead. Okay. As you approach the church, a couple of things you notice is that each of the subsequent streets that are on the adjacent flank of the church are comprised of noble-bearing houses. You can see that there are estates, there are heraldries on the front gates, actual family names of different types that you don't really recognize. This is definitely a richer part of the city. The closer you get, the more you can see the effigies of Mytheria. There's statues, there's gardens, all sorts of things. So this is definitely a pretty integral part, at least of this side of the culture. There is, however, one thing that is kind of noticeably different, and that is that the fountain probably at one time had the visage of Mytheria, but it has been kind of sawed away, and instead there is
Cut out for me.
That a cutout for anyone else?
No.
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 Anyway, so as you approach the fountain, which is the first thing that you approach, you notice that the visage of Mytheria has been kind of carved and like sewn away from the fountain, and instead there is a makeshift replacement of a hooded figure that is looking out over the city streets. The closer you get, you can see that there are several guards that are associated with Dukeport, and you also see that there are several church adherents, and you can see that the sword of Mytheria is on their chest. So, to give you an idea of kind of what you're looking at, this is the medieval equivalent of the DMZ zone, the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea. There are basically like two militarily represented like entities that are not, they're not hostile to each other, but they're watching one another, if that makes sense.
They're not friends.
They're looking at each other with their faces are a mask of duty, right? They are focused on their task. As you approach, however, one of the guards of Dukeport will raise up a hand, and he will address Roy, who seems to be leading the people here, and he will say, "Are you here on church business?"
Yes, I'm here to speak to Mr. Blackfrost about an update.
Blackfrost, apostate. Are you a citizen of Dukeport?
No, sir.
Where do you hail from?
The wall and the demon waste, sir.
That's where you were
I
born?
believe it was the wall. Yes, I was born in the demon waste.
He'll kind of raise his eyebrows at that. Wait here. He will then walk up cautiously with his weapon sheathed towards the Metherian guards, and he will say, "Official request for visitation. Prisoner transport." The other guards will look at each other, and they will nod. "This one is expected. Allow him to pass." And with that, the guard would call a break in the line, and you will be allowed to enter.
Alright.
Make me history checks, everyone.
Everyone that's there.
Everyone that's there, yeah.
See, history.
History. 8.
Sazanka is too busy looking at the clouds.
With a 13 Gilden,
I don't know.
With a 13 Gilden, you actually have heard of this, although you've never seen it before. As the Church of Mytheria lost its grip on the continent as the undisputed superpower, it fell out of the grace of many of the different political entities, to various degrees. There are different levels of truces and agreements made between the church and the political entities that they are contending with. This is an example of a kind of a half and half sort of structure that exists in many of the larger cities on Corvinus. Basically any city that's large enough to have its own standing army. Essentially, with the exception of the day of light, which is the holy day of worship in the week, which is a Wednesday, by the way, the holy day of the week for Mytheria, these church grounds are closed off from the rest of the city, and every sort of interaction is monitored by military representatives from both sides, except for the holy day of Mytheria, in which the guards stand down and people can move in and out freely and practice their religion that they so choose. There's two major things of why this is important. Number one, once you enter the church, you are not on Duke Port's soil. You are on Mytherian soil, and therefore, the laws of Mytheria apply, not the laws of Duke Port and Isola. That's number one. Number two, any fighting of any kind can result in both sides putting you down. One side because you're apostates and heretics, and the other because they do not wish to risk a military incident. So, it's basically an embassy, although the social, you could call it political technology, has not fully developed to really have embassies, because we're still kind of early in the in that kind of development, but it's essentially an embassy. It's an early embassy. So, keep that in mind as you enter. The gates of the church open before you, and as you walk through, the guards move behind you to escort you the rest of the way, while others fill the gap they left in order to defend it against the guards of Dukeport. You are led through a beautiful-looking courtyard, and as you approach the marble doors, they are already pulled open, and inside you can see a number of things. You can see that there are representatives of the Shield of Mytheria, which is the hearth and home of the church, going about doing manual upkeep of the church, dusting the pews, repairing tears, things like that. You can also see that there are several of them that seem to be preparing for Mass, because it is currently Tuesday, and the holy day is tomorrow. There are also plenty of the swords of Mytheria. In fact, there are a subsequent amount that are there, and they are powerful enough that any sort of combat here is going to be impossible for you. You will not win. Do you understand me when I tell you that? We will not enter combat. It is certain death. To draw steel.
I wasn't planning to anyway.
Well, I'm just making sure everyone understands that.
Aye.
Sir.
At least on my side.
The next bit that you see is that there are also kind of sporadically mixed in with all the other church members, there are the eyes of Mytheria. although there's not nearly as many of them here as there are the shield and sword. However, there is one man who you see and recognize immediately, although now he is wearing his full priestly vestments, and on the front is the shield of Netheria, and you can see, what is it called? I believe it's Reverend. Yeah, Reverend Blackfrost. As you approach, he will turn towards you, and he will state, "Ah, it is good that you've returned. I was worried for a moment that you might run, and I'm good to see that you are a halfling of the faith. Is this the apostate?"
You will point to the man in change. Yes, sir. This is the apostate questions. I do have some concerns about him I would like to address with you in private, though, if that is possible.
What concerns? Did you answer
I don't know if you heard me.
I did not hear you.
Yes. He will point to Roric. Yes, sir. This is the apostate in question. I do have some concerns I would like to address with you and about him. I would like to address with you in private, if that is possible, sir.
Oh, I did hear that, and I responded with, such as?
Military concerns.
Such as?
You should tell him it
This
involves
man.
Tell him it involves the Baron.
Who is this man that whispers in your ear?
He is one of my party members, sir, on this job that I'm on.
Job? You're not here on behalf of Netheria?
I am, but I'm also on a job, sir.
I see.
See,
What job is that, exactly?
I have concerns regarding the brass bear, and I would like to address with you.
Then address them. And what does the Brass Baron have to do with this?
You see, this man is a mercenary for the brass baron, and my concern is that the brass baron may be hiring apostates, sir.
Oh yes, we're well aware of that. Or at least we have had plenty of ample evidence of it. It's actually quite fortuitous, for as the apostates gather in one place, then it would be far easier to snuff them all out at once. So you're saying that this man was hired? Are you also working for the Brass Baron?
Yes, sir. Currently, I am working for the brass bear.
I see. To what capacity?
He sent me on a job to protect a merchant.
I see. Well, it shows that you're quite a pious man to do the right thing and turn your apostate ally over. Were these your only concerns?
Yes, sir. These were my only concerns.
You need not
address them.
You do not need to fear the Brass Baron. He is a scrupulous little lord that will be dealt with soon enough. Now, are there any other apostates in your party?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, you need to roll for that.
That is not a lie. I'm not aware of, as far as I know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I'm aware of any.
I don't
think I saw anybody. I don't think I saw anybody else casting magic.
Okay.
Maybe I did, but I don't remember if I did. But I believe I'm telling the truth when I say that. I could be wrong, but I do believe I'm telling the truth when I say that.
Very well. In that case, he will then pull out a small piece of parchment and kind of look it over. Another scribe will move up towards him, offering him another letter, which he will quickly open up. The man does seem quite busy. Very well.
Also, I have one more thing before we end this. We ran into some a sleeping troglodyte swarm and an abandoned outpost
You keep cutting out, man.
nearby that I thought you should be aware of. We ran into a sleeping troglodyte swarm in a outpost I think you should be aware of. nearby that was abandoned.
I see. Leave those instructions with the swords on your way out. I have a few follow-up questions about this apostate. Let's see. Have you witnessed his apostasy yourself?
Let's see. No, sir. That is a lie.
Okay, roll for it then.
Oh.
Alright, the man will check his notes and parchment. Very well. If you have not witnessed it yourself, then why is he in chains?
Mr. Alphonse used what did he call it? What is it called? Used something on him to detect that he was an apostate, sir.
Now look at his notes. Alphonse. Seeker eyesize?
Yes, sir.
He's usually quite astute. Well, I will trust the word of the Inquisitor. He is a reputable sort. So you have moved this apostate in chains towards Dukeport, and you have turned him in to us. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me in this report?
No, sir. I think we've covered all our bases.
Excellent. I've never heard that term. I do not know what a base is. I'll start to flip through his parchments. Oh, very well then. Let us see here. You, apostate. He will address Roric directly.
Aye. That's me.
Where do you hail from?
The Razor Cliffs.
The Razor Cliffs. Let's see. Burial by cairn. Very well. Do you have any next of kin you would like us to inform?
No.
Very well. Do you have any confessions you would like to make before Metheria's light?
None that I deem necessary.
Very well. Start flipping through some more pieces of parchment. Finally, are you repentant of your crime of apostasy, and do you seek absolution?
Not a very educated man. What is this absolution?
Ah, of course. Are you... yes. I suppose the educational system of the Razor Cliffs is behind... Absolution is in the eyes of Metheria. One can seek redemption for their soul. Absolution can take many different forms. As you are an apostate, normally this means by execution, normally by fire, although we are not allowed to set people ablaze here, as it is against our agreement with Dukeport, so you shall be promptly beheaded. As to the custom of the Razor Cliffs, we shall prepare your body for an entombment in a cairn stone that we will provide and give to your next of kin, which you have not listed any, so we shall give it to your place of birth. Is there a specific town or settlement in which you were born or hail from?
I kept to myself, to be honest.
I see. In that case, we shall take it to the largest city with the most robust archives we can find, and we shall see that your corpse finds its appropriate resting place, so that your soul might find peace. We have offers of absolution here, if you'd like, purification through waters, prayers, invocations, any of the like that you seek. You are given 1 day to cleanse yourself. On the following morning, the execution shall be carried out. Do you have any requests for final food?
Just plenty of meat and potatoes.
Very well, meat and potatoes. Would you like alcohol? Normally such a thing is not allowed, but you are from the Razor Cliffs, and I know that alcohol is a spiritual experience there, and an exception can be made.
I'd like to keep a clear head.
As you wish. And then you will see that the Reverend Blackfrost will finish his calculations, and he will hand the parchment off to a nearby page who will go about their business. Very well. You are restricted to the church's grounds. Any attempt to leave will result in your immediate execution, as well as those present that are deemed as your party members. Therefore, you, pointing to Gilden and to Sazanka, may also not leave the church grounds until this man's sentence has been carried out. That also goes for you as well, as he looks at Roy. In the meantime, you may of course enjoy the church and its amenities. Food is served at 6, and sacrament is served at 8.
Oh,
Good day.
excellent.
Good day. And he will go about his duties.
Isn't it great? You gotta choose between fire and beheading. Isn't it exciting?
Oh, actually, no, he must be beheaded because they aren't allowed to set people on fire in Dukeport.
Yeah. Well,
Well, at least one's more humane.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
you.
I'm going to
dumbass.
report to the sword and tell them about the troglodytes. It's the first thing I'm going to do.
All right, Roy approaches the sword, one of the swords of Metheria, who immediately takes some notes on a piece of parchment as you describe the
I will give
troglodyte's
them
form.
a vision of the.
There's hundreds of them.
Ever.
All right, they will take down your instructions, and he will nod. We'll see to it done, brother. And the parchment will be
Aye,
passed along
brother. Best of luck.
And the parchment will be passed along into the bureaucracy of the Church of Metheria. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Play... Say, do you realize you didn't want to play a
Yep.
druid after today?
Fuck. That was my only plan. I don't know what to do now.
You're absolute dumbass.
So down to I have no
What the fuck is this, man? He's gonna die now. I'm not gonna draw another art for this guy.
Worst lawyers ever.
Let's
Hey, you're not here, okay?
let's go for a walk around the border and just observe the grounds, the defenses. I mean the flowers.
We can't leave the church.
Well, we can walk around and see what it looks like on the other side.
We are so dead. We are so dead. So,
Okay, is that
Sazanka
something
is
we
gonna go
have-
up to the nearest seeker and
All right,
ask,
I'm gonna-
Going to the sacrament,
All right,
I guess.
all right,
Maybe
listen.
getting some food.
Listen, this is what you get to do, all right? You want to tell you're going to want to tell me what you're planning to do, so that we can run through it. I'm not going to lie. Short of feats of incredible luck, Roric is going to die. All right?
Yeah.
This is serious.
Yeah.
So, if you want to do something, let me know what you want to do. Tell me exactly how you're doing it and what your intention is, so that I can react accordingly.
okay, here's what I'm gonna do, alright? I'm gonna go to the nearby church member and ask if
Who?
absolution is the only way for redemption for a apostate. And
Okay.
if there's any other way to do so without killing the man.
Of what sect? There's the shield,
eye.
the sword, and the eye. Okay.
Yeah,
You approach one of the eyes, who is a seeker who is currently kind of just chilling on the pews and looking at a curious silver coin. As you approach, you ask,
hello. So here's the thing. My name is Sazanka. I am a merchant from the Press Baron. I do business in Dukeport very frequently. So quick question, yeah. So presuming I have a party member that is an apostate, right?
I was close enough to
And-
hear the whole thing.
Okay. So here's the thing: do you think there's any other way to go around this without death? Like, is there a more, non-killing method to, go around this apostasy? I'm sure even like Meteria, one would understand that there's, redemption in the soul without beyond death, right?
If you do not want your man to die, then he probably should have begged to join. But he did not. He resigned himself to his fate when standing before Lord Blackfrost. And so, he shall stay, and he shall die.
Question: do you think it's a little late to beg?
Perhaps, perhaps not. I know that Lord Blackfrost is a reasonable man.
He sounds like a great man. Yes, he does.
He is. I personally
He does.
think that he gives more than is needed. This apostate is a disgusting abomination and should be killed on sight. But there are laws, and there are, of course, the mercies of Metheria that one needs to consider and remember. So therefore, if you wish for your man not to die, I suggest that he, discuss a more permanent solution, such as the joining of the church, the expunging of his evil. If the man was
expunging of evil.
Oh, it's quite simple, really. He would enact himself to the Inquisitors to use the purified holy water and silvers to pull the demonic energy from his body. Out of character translation, painfully through surgery, remove his magic capabilities.
Okay, what would he be then?
That's
If not a
that's
druid.
the thing.
Maybe a magicless druid.
What he will be then is unable to choose any class with the magic roll. He will become.
So he could still pick a barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. You know what? You've been so helpful, sir. I am
There's
so
another.
thankful I
There's
come
something
in.
else as well. The secret
Oh, yeah?
says. Yes. Generally speaking, Mytheria believes in the 4-2-1 absolution. If your apostate friend knows of the location of 4 or more other apostates and offers them up to the church, and they are subsequently captured and face similar trial, then he may be allowed to live within the church's shadow. What this means essentially is that he will become an unofficial member of the church and will be expected to perform duties on behalf of them. He will also be marked and tracked for the rest of his days.
That sounds a lot better than dying. You've been so helpful, sir. Thank you.
Oh, there's one more
Yeah.
thing as well, I suppose.
Oh.
He could request a trial by combat.
Oh my god. Who
just said trial
that
by
in
combat
chat?
to come out for me.
That was me.
Oh my god.
No way. Ain't no way you
I can't
called that
believe you were
cake.
right about that.
The unfortunate requirement of the trial by combat, and this is why many do not choose it, is it is loosely based off of Saint Malachi's interpretation of Mytheria's word, and many within the church do not accept it as grounds for true absolution and, proof of innocence. However, Lord Blackfrost is a reasonable man and upholds most of the teachings of Mytheria up to equal regard, and I think he could be convinced. The unfortunate truth, however, is I have been analyzing your man this entire time that he's walked in, and I do not think he could beat any of us, not even a squire. A
What if
shame.
he had a champion?
He'll raise an eyebrow. It is true, one
mean-
can substitute a champion.
I'm not doing it.
Listen,
Well-
I'm not asking you to do it. Okay.
Well, that would be completely up to him. I believe I have deigned to help a potential abomination enough, and I have therefore fulfilled my mercies to Mytheria. So if you could
You've been so helpful.
kindly go away, that would be great.
I walk away.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
I
he
go to
waddled
Roric.
away.
I waddle away. Okay. I go to Roric, right? Okay, listen here. Okay, Roric, listen up. Right. Now, there's 2 options here for you. One, you could, lose your head. Or 2, you could join the church. Pick one.
Rourke will kind of think for a minute. Those are my options.
You have the 3rd option, but it's going to cost us money. I have 800 gold for a single fight.
But those.
Okay, listen, I could easily hire a very effective merc. Okay, I'm sure if someone comes along, a very effective warrior comes along, I'm sure 800 gold can buy him out. Right?
Bro.
Now, 800 gold for your life
All I'm done
is
we
a
can't
good
leave the
price.
church right now.
I will do it for free. What do you mean?
you will
We don't need to
lose
hire
for free.
anybody.
Listen, quiet you bear. I'm not having it from you. Okay, we can hire a champion. Okay, I could make a quick 15-minute break just to go out for a little and hire a champion, and we can request for a trial by
I think
combat.
only Roy's allowed out.
No, none of you
I don't
are
think
allowed
any of
out.
us are allowed to leave.
Roy
No.
might
How
be
about
allowed
this?
out.
We could have Roy request to leave and hire a champion.
Why?
Actually, no, he cannot do that. He's a church member. Forget
He
all
can
that.
do that. He can
Let's
do
go
that.
and hire a champion. He's a member of the church. Imagine he hired a man to defend the. No, it's out of character. Not happening. I will do the job. I will hire a champion.
But you're not allowed to You're not allowed to
Hire
leave.
by combat.
You're not allowed to leave.
Well then, one way to find out. I walk up to the. What's the guy name again? Blackfrost.
Blackfrost, yes.
All right. I walk up to Blackfrost and I ask say, what do think of You see, here's the thing, right? My dear friend here, I wouldn't say my dear friend, but my dear colleague here is the druid, the apostate. He's been very helpful, and I believe in many cases he too has rescued Roy's life a couple of times. I am sure in the coming days you would value the life of your church members, just as well as you would value everyone else, right? Here's the thing, like, I'm not asking you for pardon, but would it be okay if we have Roric enter a trial by combat?
Reverend Blackfrost will raise his eyebrow. You're saying the apostate has saved Roy? In what way?
He has been... Well, he's casted magic to, fix his wounds, created, and I'm sure in many cases in future he would do more for us. I'm sure you can see in that regards as well. He's a good man. He's no evil man. He's no demon. He's just so happened to be unfortunately cursed with magic. I think in your kind heart you would see that to be as an unfortunate situation and not a blatant case of evil. I'm sure even you would understand that he has no control over his birth, if that's the correct word.
The tragedy of one being cursed with burdensome magic is something that is what it is, quite tragic. But one does not get to choose where they are born, unfortunately. They must do with what is given to them. And if that means they must seek an honorable death, so be it. However,
would the trial by combat help?
If what you're saying is true, then that means that Roy has lied to us. Or rather, failed to report that he has received the druidic magics and therefore has been uncleansed. He will look
From my understanding of Roy...
He will look over towards the sword.
From my understanding of Roy, he seems to be he tends to be very forgetful. I believe...
In what way?
Maybe... Well, in very small details. I think very much like most of your staff members, the moment you see magic, you'll be like, oh, apostate, and you just forget about everything else,
Failing to report being infused with apostic magic is no small thing.
Is it possible that he is not aware of him being healed in that sense?
You're telling me that he is unaware of his sudden recollection to consciousness from a wound, as you have described it?
More like the recovery of a wound. Not in a state of unconsciousness,
We're gonna do stuff you girls here, because I was studied by this man.
So
Ever considered that might be the case?
So the
maybe human error.
Reverend Blackfrost will then cross his arms. So you're saying, if I'm following, that Roy was healed by the apostate and therefore was saved. And you know because you have seen this.
Did I see it? Yes. Hold on. Did I see it?
Then how are you telling me about it if you have not seen it?
Well, I mean, I've seen him cast magic. So I would know he has a good heart because he used healing magic on, people. So I don't see him using it for evil. So, in that sense of the word, that's where I come to you with your mercy.
All apostate magic is evil. That is why they are apostates.
Well, magics that serve the light of Metera is not the same, you would say? I'm sure if with enough convincing...
God. Oh my fucking God, Nara.
Bro, you're digging that hole, man.
Okay, hear me out. Okay.
No, you've been muted this entire time because I'm just like...
Okay, you're not here.
Come on, man.
Okay, hear me out.
You were doing so good, but now you're doing horrible.
Okay, hear me out, right? This man is a good man, right? Magic or not, quite frankly, I too am not the most clearest in the sharpest of mind. It happened a couple of days ago. I forgot plenty of things. I'm too busy selling my shit in this town, right? I'm making money here. I'm a merchant, not a fighter. So,
Okay, that's deception. Roll that.
Sorry, deception is in where?
You just said you're a merchant and not a fighter. That is not true.
Okay.
You are certainly a fighter.
In the sense of the word, like, okay, look at this. Sort of.
No, that was a lie, bro. That was a lie, 100%.
That was
It's a
bullshit.
figure of speech, right? It's a figure of speech. Like, you know, I'm a lover,
been
not a
lying
fighter,
this
sort of
whole
deal.
That is.
Based on how many
But
times
but even if you meant it as a figure of speech, that's still not true. You shot people.
Yeah,
missed.
in self-defense.
That's
That's fine. Hold on, I'll do the deception. Fuck.
I mean, it's still fun.
No, I'm trying to get around
Wait.
it.
Don't you have a penalty to charisma?
I do have a penalty to charisma. I'm in trouble. Oh, there it is. One. Surely this will work,
That's
right?
horrible.
all right. The Reverend Blackfrost will give a slow blink, and then he will say.
Look at me.
Then he will say, I understand that the orc tribes are deficient in their education, but you should truly be careful about what nonsense that you speak in the church before a holy man.
I'm so sorry. Forgive my tongue. I understand I tend to be very careless, but I am a lover, not a fighter in that sense. But I do fight every now and then, so you know.
Behind
Hopefully
behind Reverend Blackfrost, you see a page who's making a motion of closing a mouth and looking at you.
I close my mouth.
Okay. Now that your mouth is closed, you find it hard to continue uttering words that will get you killed.
That's excellent.
Sazanka, keep going. I think you
Holy
got him.
shit, Nora! What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, no, keep going. Let's lose 2 party members with one visit to the church. Let's kill 2 apostates with 1 stone.
Oh my
You're
god!
almost getting me killed here too with your lies, bro. Come on.
I almost got Roy killed.
The only positive part about this is that any damage he could have done has at least been somewhat diluted by the fact that he has successfully convinced the Reverend that he is a moron and doesn't know anything.
For the record, Roric never healed Roy.
Yes, I know! But he said you did! He said,
Yeah, and I'm like,
He healed me, yeah.
yeah, the Inquisitor! Yeah, but the fucking Reverend doesn't know that, dude! Like, he doesn't know.
Yeah, the Roy brings out the deception check every single
And
day.
you know he healed him, right? Did he?
I totally forgot. Okay, I knew he casted 3 spells. Okay, I just didn't know. Okay,
Man.
Okay.
And then
Here's
you
one, here's one.
waddle.
Okay.
Just waddle away, please.
Okay, now, here's one.
Before you get yourself killed.
Okay.
Oh man.
What if the apostate decides to join the church? Would you be welcome to the idea?
Are
Reverend-
you asking?
Reverend
Yeah, I'm
Black.
asking.
Reverend
Yes, I'm asking
Blackfrost.
Blackfrost.
Reverend
Yeah.
Blackfrost will respond. I would say that the apostate would need to ask that.
You'll hear
Well, it's-
Roric in the background shouting, "No thanks, I'm good."
You absolute moron. I
Oh.
swear to God. Every
I
attempt.
suppose I have this answer. Now, if you're quite finished, I have important business to attend to. And he will return to his pages and turn his
Thank
back.
you for your time. And he walks away.
Oh,
And then he waddled away. Waddle.
Water.
all right. Should
Okay.
I give it a shot?
Go for it.
We just
You know, I'm
gonna do
I'm
me
here
worse.
for it.
Bro!
we just keep hammering the nail.
Oh man.
I think he meant
Okay,
to dig in the
so-
grave.
Yo, there's
Rory-
only one way to do this, and
No.
that's trial by combat.
There's still. Fucking no,
There's only
you
one.
are the most. No, you were tunnel visioned. Have a drink.
Yeah, let me
Something
fight
stronger than water.
level 1 versus like a level 7.
How about Roy defends Rory? Come on.
Joe, I want to ask, would you be willing to take the option of a character class change? That is an option.
Oh, you're talking about the like turret?
The surgery, yeah.
Yes.
Is that something you would
How does
want?
that work? Do I just change classes, or do I have to wait till level 2 to change class? Like, what all goes into that?
You just change classes. Then you'd have to be... You'd get to choose the class you'd be.
Hey, be a monk.
It could be.
No.
It could be anything.
He'd be a rogue.
Is that an option you would be interested in?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd be open to that.
You still be part of the church, you know that, right?
Would he be part of the church if he just has his magic
What?
expunged?
Yeah, every part of it say he has to be a part of the church. He'll be constantly monitored for the rest of his life.
Oh, it's that one.
No, the one that where he gets watched for the rest of his life is the
No, that's one where you turn in 4 other.
It turns it. Arcadum, would he be bound to the church for life if he had his magic removed?
He'll be tracked forever, no?
No, no. If he undergoes the surgery and survives, which is unlikely, then he'll be considered absolved. So.
Okay.
And what's the
Wonderful.
difference, right? You make a new character, and or you just try
Well,
this.
he gets to keep his character. That's
Yeah,
Pretty
same
good.
difference,
He has
right?
the artwork you paid for.
Or
Oh my god,
you could let
Okay.
me fight for your love, Roric. Come on.
you let the web
Let me be
Bro,
your champion.
It's a good thing you're not here.
Oh, 2 apostates, 1 stone.
bro. Let's go. I'll fight somebody.
I do think there is potential in the option to hire a champion. To hire a champion to fight on your behalf. That is
Yes,
potential.
that's the best way we can do this, right? Roric,
Yeah, that's
you
what
need to
you
go out there.
originally went to ask, and you never got
Yeah,
around.
I could follow that up with a proper question.
Right.
Do you want to
Dude,
follow that up first?
Dude, Sazanka went to ask that question, never asked it, made everything terrible, and then neutraled out again at the end. Like, that was a fucking
Somehow.
roller coaster, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to ask that, I'd say go ahead, and if he says no, you can't leave to hire a mercenary, then I'd be open to
No,
the
you
idea
ask.
of expunging my magic.
All right.
No, you gotta ask it, no?
Alright.
Buy him on the trial by combat.
All right, Gilden.
All right. I'm going to wait for a little bit.
I'm gonna put Sazanka in cooldown.
Please and thank you.
I'm gonna tap Sazanka for this round, guys.
Bonk.
All right.
I'm
gonna-
moving
I love
sideways.
Sazanka a lot. I just
Face down defense position. All right. I'm going to wait for a moment where Mr. Frost seems like he's, not as busy. Just kind of not in the middle of talking to someone. I'm going to approach.
All right, Gilden. As you approach, he will look up. Oh yes, another one of the apostate's comrades. How can I help you?
Yes. Good Reverend, my name is Gilden, of course. Hailing from the ice flows. I've come to ask whether trial by combat is a viable option for the apostate. And if so, whether our companion Sir Roy could have leave to find a suitable champion that believes in the apostate's potential for redemption.
Ah, well, finally, someone who speaks properly. Yes, such a thing can be allowed. However, if you wish to find such a person, you will only have a day to do so.
All right. Do you believe in the validity of trial by combat by, I believe it was the interpretation of
It is Saint Malachi's interpretation.
Saint Malachi's.
Specifically, his interpretation of Metheria's law of blood, that blood begets blood, and through blood, blood is paid. There are many that believe that this speaks only to the hereditary nature of the passing of one's wealth and the sins of the passing of one's sins on to their children. But there are others that also believe that this specifically means the realm of combat and the military arm of the church. It is in Saint Malachi's opinion, who was vehemently against the hereditary inoculation of sins from parent to child, that insisted that a trial by combat would appease Metheria, for if the goddess was truly watching, which of course she is, then she would determine who would win and therefore whom was guilty and whom was not. I, personally, do not give it much credence, for it is a dispopular notion. However, it is still technically a part of the Metherian canon, and it therefore has the same respect for law as each of her other more acceptable teachings. Therefore, if you wish to face trial by combat, and your side, I suppose, were to succeed, then I would have no choice but to absolve the apostate of their sin of apostasy. However, that does not mean that they are not apostates. And any other action of apostasy will result in the same punishments. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Do you...
Hold. He'll hold up a finger.
Yes.
There is more. If you wish to search for a champion, you may do so. However, this means that you will have to break the grounds of sanctuary, meaning that you will be allowed to leave the church while a sentencing is underway. Doing so means that to ensure that you return, one of your allies shall be placed as your blooded, meaning that if you fail to return at the aforementioned time, they shall be summarily executed in your place.
I see. All right, sir. And forgive me for not quite understanding, the chaplain I grew up on was not as well educated. Is there typically a champion of the church that fights these kinds of blood oath when made?
What do you mean?
Is there someone here that performs these fights?
Normally it is taken amongst the squires, but it is up to my judgment to choose whom shall represent Netheria in the battle to come.
I see. And how do you make that judgment, sir?
I make the judgment based off of how guilty I suppose that the defendant is.
That is very fair. And these fights are to the death?
Oh yes, quite to the death.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have been very kind and very forthcoming. Have a good day. And Gilden will skidoo, if that is all.
Okay, so.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
We go hire a mercenary.
Listen,
I'm
I
down
was
for
gonna
that.
get.
I like
Okay.
to resolve
We got-
the bad idea myself.
We have two approaches here. One, we can go hire a mercenary, and two, we can try to have Roric plead for his case of innocence to get a weaker enemy to fight. Those are the two things I think we could do.
An option?
Well, yeah, he did.
No.
He did say that he chooses someone's strength relative to how guilty he
I'm
presumes
gonna
you
laugh
are.
if he chooses me and we have to 1v1 to the death.
Bro.
That's gonna suck. If I get chosen to fight, that's gonna.
Oh. I think
I can
that's
see that happening.
kind of
I can see
cruel.
that happening.
It's kind
It's
of
cruel.
no. I think he's too kind of a man to do that because that would just be cruel.
Well,
Is
Roy
he?
did lie to his face about it.
He was kind enough to offer him alcohol as a customary thing. He is a kind, good man.
Well, I told him the truth for the most part, except like one line. So
Okay, so to solve this, who would we want to go out? It would make the most sense stat-wise if Roy went out because highest charisma, and then spent the day with the other two that are on the outside, so they can actually play the game, looking for someone. While the three of us in here try to plead for a case of, hey, maybe he shouldn't fight God. Maybe he shouldn't fight, the strongest man you have.
Whose head are you gonna put on the block?
Preferably, some overconfident squire that.
No, we have to pick somebody from our party.
No, you can hire a mercenary.
Well, no, he means for
I'm saying
to let Roy go. I'm
no.
to let Roy go.
I see. I see.
I'm fine with that. I trust that Roy will return.
You're gonna put your own head on the block. Okay.
I have full because Roy has no reason not to return, even if he doesn't find someone.
yeah,
Is it a good look though for a church member to go?
I mean, I have no reason. Yeah, because
Okay, to be
like, if
clear,
I don't
Roy can leave. He's a member of the church.
Yeah, that's
return,
right.
I'm gonna be fucked by the church
Yeah.
either way.
So Roy can just leave here already. So in that case, we actually don't need to have anyone take that oath. Okay. So
I don't think I can.
What do you guys-
I think somebody does.
what do you guys think about that split? 3 of us go look for the mercenary. 3 of us stay here and try to plead for, why he did what he did.
Yeah.
I should have never come.
You must live with your regret.
Do you guys like that idea?
I'm okay with anything at this point.
I'm all for it.
I'm just hoping I'm not the one person who's chosen to fight, because that's gonna suck.
That's too
No
cool.
good ideas.
I have to fight the mercenary.
Okay. So,
Well, the person behind.
Arcadum, what percentage chance would you give one of our characters to win the trial by combat?
Say again?
Can we marshal it?
What percentage chance would like a level 1 character have against the champion of the church? I'm asking.
Uh,
I think the wheeze was the
the
answer.
minimal chance required before I just do certain death.
Okay. So none of us stand a chance against whoever they pick. Okay.
How about this? We pay him
No, he's
100
not
gold.
picking me then. Got it.
Can,
No,
can
we
we
can't.
bribe the guy?
We can't tie their way out of this, I don't think.
Can we
And
bribe the guy?
offering to tie their way out of it has the potential of going south very quickly.
Yeah.
If it was going to be an option, I feel like it would have been offered. All right.
All right. So who's gonna go out and try to find a mercenary to fight on your behalf?
I think they want me to do it.
Expunge.
I think Roy doesn't need. Roy can just leave. I think that's best.
Okay. Question. Let's say he lost the trial by combat. Can he still opt for the expunge?
No.
No, we don't need to go overboard like that. I'm fine with
Yeah.
letting the trial by combat
Alright, we should really
play out.
want to do that.
Okay, sure.
But like, we don't have to do the trial by combat. We could just let your magic get expunged.
He has. Arcadum said it was unlikely that he survives the procedure.
But it's very
Okay,
likely that he
unlikely,
makes a new
still
character that is also level 1 and it makes no difference.
Well, it makes a difference because it's his character.
Oh my god, it's Roric's
Ah, you're
twin
right.
brother.
What do you want to do, Roric?
No!
Yeah, I'm fine with just do the
That's
trial
the
by
other one.
combat.
What do you?
Yeah.
You want-
Okay.
If you're good with trial by combat, like, go with that.
Yeah, go for
Okay.
We
that.
read this
So,
one.
that's your miss kid, not mine. Alright, let's go for it.
What happened to Noel?
He seems to be gone for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Noel. Where'd he
No.
go?
Noel. Noel's?
Noel's?
No, well.
Noel's? Okay.
Alright, go get me a... Please try to get it as cheaply as possible, right? We still need like 300 gold for like
Oh
the
my
alchemist.
god.
Okay.
Jesus.
Our budget is like
No.
500 gold. Okay,
No,
Roric
Nara.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
worth more than 500.
No, you don't get to talk
Let's
anymore.
just
Nara.
spend
You're done. You're
Let's just
time out.
spend all the Barrett's money.
My man spent all of his fun tickets today. Like it's just
You're done. Cut off.
It's Sazanka. All right.
Noel's.
So
Sazanka really is the wild card of the group.
Alright. Cool. Alright, I guess I'm doing
It's
that.
pretty consistently chaotic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Base checks.
Because Noel keeps popping in and out, should we do the interior group first? Give Noel time to get back in?
sure. So Roy, you're gonna go try and find a mercenary.
Yep. It seems like that's what I'm doing.
Oh boy, let's go to the tavern.
Do you want to
500 gold
moment.
budget, huh?
Right, are you bringing the other two?
I'd like to meet my own party member side first, if possible. If I could find them.
All right, and you're bringing these motherfuckers. Boop.
Maybe talk to our guard friends, see if they have any idea if Monty would know somebody.
When you find Espen, you'll just seem like kind of solidly looking down at the dirt, kind of like kicking a pebble every once in a while, just looking real sad.
So I have bad news and good news.
Oh god,
that's
is he dead
wonderful.
already? Please don't tell me he's dead already.
I assume
The
that
bad news is these guys don't care that the Baron. The bad news is the church doesn't care that the Baron is probably hiring apostates, so I couldn't use that angle. The good news is that now we gotta go find a mercenary or somebody to hire to fight on Roric's stead for his life.
I mean, I'll do it.
Wait, you mean like a trial by combat? Why not ask one of us to do it? Yeah, like Espen said.
The people you will be fighting have been training their whole lives for battle. We need somebody stronger than you, no offense.
Well, offense taken.
My friend.
Espen will be taken aback by that. But he will
I'm being
understand.
taken aback.
No, my friend, you're a very good fighter, but these people are, they've been training their whole life for this.
Yeah,
We
well,
get it,
If
you
they're
don't
anything like
trust us.
that Alphonse guy, then they do mean some serious business. And I do want Roric to live. So
You think the guards that are with us would know him, like, if any person Del Monte would know that was a good fighter, maybe, if we could ask them?
I mean, maybe.
They all kind of shrug. Yeah, they'll tell you your best option is you just want to go down to the slums. That's where all the adventurers really are found, because it's cheap there. Oh, also that's where all the brothels are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Well, guess we'll head out. Thanks for the advice. See what we could find.
Well, in my experience, if you want to
well,
find the best
let's
fighter,
head on an
you
adventure,
just
shall we, guys?
start a fight.
You start a fight. You start a bar
I don't
fight
think
on
that would be a
accident.
good idea.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, but it'd be funny though.
All right, as you guys approach the Sweaty Fish Tavern, you see that there's all sorts of lowlife, scum, and villainy, all kinds of people here. But there is one that kind of stands out from the rest. You see an incredibly large man sitting at a table with 4 prostitutes, all hanging all over him. And you overhear this man speaking, kind of speaking to them so loudly that the entire establishment can hear. So I'm gonna have to ask you ladies to take real good care of me, because tomorrow I'm heading up to the Broken Oaks, and I do not want my last night in Dukesport to go uneventful, if that's alright with you. Yeah. And you guys see this guy.
Alright.
Oh, not this guy.
Do you know him?
Alright, you guys see this guy.
Yes.
Wow, that guy looks like a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Alright, he is the largest man in the room.
I can tell.
Every marshal check this man.
Sure.
That's the man you take home to your parents.
No, he's not. 7.
Let's see.
He's big, so easy to hit.
Go to my sheet. Oh, I need to probably close this. Come on. Get my pop out. Here we go. Marshal. Normal. Let's see.
Okay.
Well, as you kind of take your time and study this large man, you can see that he puts back a lot of alcohol, that he squeezes a lot of women, that his stomach takes up a lot of space on the table as it cracks nearly in the center from his huge girth. The man looks out at everyone present. I was wondering, anybody here think that they could take me, huh? Anybody here able to beat me in an arm wrestling contest, or any other feat of strength for that matter, I'll give them 50 gold. But you got until this one stops giving me goo-goo eyes and gets to work, and then the 50 gold goes to her. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
I'll take that bet.
What is my strength?
All right, Gabe Big Deal will suddenly look up, almost dropping his mug at Epson, who approaches him. Well, looks like there's somebody in here with the balls it takes to stand up to the big deal. Sorry.
Is that your name?
They call me Gabe. Gabe Big Deal. And who are you, Scruffy?
Epson.
Epson? fancy. All right, get off me. He'll throw the women off of him. He'll put his giant arm on top of the table. Let's see what you got, scrawny.
Bring it on, biggin.
Oh, ho, 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 boy. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's add some tunes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of tunage.
All right, athletics check.
Oh, hey, you're good at that.
If only I had a trance.
If only.
Normal. Ooh, not bad. Not a bad start.
As he starts to squeeze his hand and try to take it down. That's just cute.
Oh, dear me.
Fuck.
Gabe will
Okay.
throw Greyson across the room as he rolls and smashes into a table. Everyone cheers. Yay! Big deal, big deal, big deal. He'll stand up and he'll do a whole thing where he waves his arm and puts his hand up to his ear. Big deal, big deal. He'll go the other way. Oh, what can I hear? Big deal, big deal. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Huh, I guess that's a big deal.
Threw that man like a sack of potatoes. What about you, fancy hair? You want to get thrown through the wall?
No.
Which one is he talking to? Is he talking to me?
Talking to Lancebit.
I thought I was fancy.
Man, if you're asking me to arm wrestle, I'm not gonna pass it down. But like, I'm gonna lose. I know that already. But hey, it's all fun and games.
Fun? Games? Ain't no fun in a man that won't stand up for himself. But maybe that's just the way that it is. That's why I'm headed up, you see. Headed straight up to the Broken Oaks. There's rumors that there's some real fighting up there. Something I could prove myself in. Oh, yeah. Legendary man up there. Elrond Truefire. He's summoning up all sorts of adventurers and mercenaries. Gonna send them all out, and I'm gonna be one of the first ones to break one of the towers. One of the Broken Brothers is mine. Hell, 2 of them.
Interesting. Man.
Okay, big deal.
Alright, I want to go.
Okay, big deal. He plays a song on his stomach to himself.
Looks at Roy, then back at Big Deal. So I think you'd take down that church member right there.
Who?
The tiny one.
Where? The child?
That's not a child. I think it's called a halfling.
He just starts laughing and pointing at him.
Alright, I'll arm wrestle the man.
Arm wrestle?
I wasn't.
Tell you what, I'll let you use both your hands.
Alright, I'm vanished, I guess, then.
Alright, let's do it.
Let me see, here we go. Give it a shot. Ability check.
You got this, Roy.
Advantage. 21.
Duh.
Not so strong after all, huh?
What do we have here? A real challenge. Well, guess I'll try.
Alright. You want to get?
Go ahead.
Still advantage? Have a go.
Yep.
Alright.
Can you win?
No. Protect, that was just like...
As you start to push against his hand, trying to push it down, he will suddenly summon his strength and just flatten you onto the table. And then he'll start to use you to clean off the table. You make a nice rag, boyo! And then he'll throw you behind his shoulder and into the fucking bar.
Alright, this looks like a lot of fun. I'm throwing my hand in the ring. Let's go, Big Deal.
Alright, let's go.
Skills, athletics. 5. I'm getting thrown.
Oh! Alright, so that's what, 150 gold? Throw it on the table.
All right.
We would.
Brought the
We
gold
have.
with us.
Would we have any of it on us that we sold? Assume we would.
I mean,
I think Sazanka gave me 800, I believe, but I don't know about the other. Yeah, I guess I'll just throw that on the table. If nobody's got any money, I'll just throw the 800. Well, 150.
Don't worry, Roy. I'll pay you back.
He's just gonna take it.
Wow.
So you throw 800 gold on the table.
No, not 800.
No.
I'm throwing 150 of the 800.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll take it. Wow, didn't actually think you had the money on you. All right, he'll then take the money and he will put 50 gold in each of the blouses of 3 out of the 4 women. The last one will look at him very angrily and he will say, "Oh, sorry, your breath smelled really bad, so, I ain't got a tip for you." She is not happy about that. And the entire time that he continues talking to you, she is just punching him in the arm and he doesn't care.
How would you like to make some more money, my man?
I'd love some more money! What you have in mind?
You're interested in fighting a church member to the death?
He'll kind of sniff. That depends. How much am I getting paid?
Let me see. 800 minus 150. Do the math.
That's 650.
650.
That's what we have currently.
650?
Yes,
yep.
That sounds like it's worth a man's life.
sir.
All right. Hold out his hand.
All right.
Pay him after he wins.
Well, after he wins. Right after you win.
All right, fine. He'll stand up. Ugh. A good scrap will get my blood pumping. Ooh. And then I'll be back for you ladies with my winnings. All right, you guys got your champion.
Sure, let's go with that.
All right. Well, let's hope he works.
Well,
Good luck, Roy.
Wait, is he really already there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, your planning is crazy.
Yeah, he was. I mean, all the adventurers came from somewhere. He was just on his way there. Because you guys are on the way from where he came from to the Broken Oaks.
Dang.
All right.
So if
Do
you
be
guys-
polite. We are headed to a church, my dear friend. Be on your best behavior.
He will belch loudly.
I will say.
All right.
650.
Lancebit will not go inside the church.
Okay.
that money.
Lancebit stays out. Anyone else going in the church?
Roy and the boy. I don't know if anybody else is.
Also, stay out.
All right. As Gabe approaches, one of the guards will go, "Big deal? What are you doing here?" "I'm here to fight some church fuckhead." He'll dig something out of his belly button and taste it. "Let me in." They stand aside because
I'm very sorry about his behavior.
they're not really going to be able to stop him anyway. The churchgoers will raise up a hand. "And what business do you have with the church?" "My business is my own, you little claw-humping, boy-touching freak."
What do they call?
He'll
Roy,
lean
stop
forward.
Ooh.
Excuse him. He's here to fight on behalf of Roric.
They'll look at each other and they'll stand aside. And it's like, "Yeah, that's right. Stand it aside before I put your head in his ass." He'll
He's
walk,
beginning to look more like a 650.
and then he'll stroll into the church.
Is the ground
Roy
quaking? with
is
each
just
step?
apologizing to everybody as he walks through.
As he
Even
walks
himself.
in. "Huh. I've never been in one of these cathedrals. Where do they piss?"
We have bathrooms somewhere.
"Bathrooms?
I assume.
What's that supposed to be? And like an
I think
outhouse?"
there's a,
Like
there's
an
a
outhouse.
fountain nearby. You could probably use that.
All right, as you bring him in, you can see that Reverend Blackfrost will raise an eyebrow. "Roy, am I to take it that this is your selection?"
Yes, sir. He's the best I could find on short notice. That's not what I think he'll do.
Gabe will look down at Roy. "I'm the best you'd find on any notice." Very well. We shall schedule the bout for this evening. Do you require any preparations? He'll ask Gabe. Well, that depends. Is it true that you guys have sacred prostitutes? Yes, but not here. Ah, that's a fucking shite, isn't it? I always wanted to see what a sacred prostitute would be like. It'd be like a... Oh, it'd be... Ooh. He'll kind of like wiggle his fingers
Roy
on
is
his
just
mouth.
shaking his head at this heresy.
How much you pay for this guy?
of it.
650 if he wins.
He doesn't look like it's worth 650.
I already gave him 150 for other shit.
Gabe will look down at the orc.
On Tim.
He looks
I
up.
think he wants to arm wrestle you, big guy.
Well, let me know when the fight's ready. I'm gonna take a quick nap. And he just sleeps on the pew and farts loudly right there in front of everybody.
I'm sorry, so sorry, sir.
All right.
Even cows have more manners than this one.
I mean, I think he's more convincing than you.
Oh boy.
Shots fired.
Bruh.
My guy, I'm glad you have the waddle gear because you waddled your way right off that cliff and into a grave with how you were talking to Black Rocks.
Ooh, he said you got a tiny dick.
No, that'd be the halfling.
Hey, it's not about the size, it's how you use it. And I thought he used both.
God, I love Waymaker art. So good.
Yes, this guy truly does look like a big deal.
The biggest.
The dealist.
Be sure to ask him about the fight with the dragon, if he wins.
Well, I don't know about that in character, so I can't ask about it.
I know. But...
Okay.
You can ask him
I'm
about
gonna
the
move
dragon on
everybody
the
over
belly.
here.
$650, yeah.
Sorry, camera problem there. Okay. And so we're about to have ourselves a fucking battle.
Hell yeah.
Alright. The party and everyone is taken out to a field that is lit by a string of holy torches. A blue light will surround the arena. You can see that Gabe Big Deal, kind of almost drunkenly from his slumber, stumbles into the ring and wipes his eyes clean and does a big, non-giving a fuck yawn.
I like this guy. Out of
Oh,
character.
right.
In character, I hate him.
650.
Only
Okay.
if he wins.
Only if he wins.
Yes.
Only if he wins.
So what kind of adventures you been on, Gabe?
Oh, I've been on all kinds of adventures. I've been doing lots of shit. In fact, it'd take me, like, months to tell you everything I've done. Were we fighting? Who's the little pissant that you got coming up to die, huh? Who's it gonna be? Oh, don't let me guess. Let me guess. It's some priest, right? You're gonna use the holy light of Mytheria to keep me from popping his head like a melon, huh? I'm sorry.
This is indeed an individual.
Yes.
Like the
He's
mountain
one of the
man
people
rabbit.
ever.
Maybe it's... Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Black Frost himself.
Lol.
No, it's his brother, White Frost.
No, it'd be White Fire.
White Fire, yes, right, White Fire. You're right.
Let me see here. What am I doing? Okay, that's what I need. All right, I have found his opponent.
I'm super excited. I am pogging into the infinite.
Whoever wins, I'm pogging either way.
I'm
Yeah,
pogging.
Roy's just having a good old time.
I don't get to see many of these. I don't get out.
Remember the backup
okay,
plan if
ready?
this goes south.
What? Run?
Run while Roy chases you down with his tiny legs.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Gabe, remember to get limber. Roric's gonna start just doing yoga.
Gabe will not do yoga. That's stupid.
Roric will try not to show his feelings hurt.
Roll deception. Roll deception to hide the pain.
He'll try not to show his feelings hurt. He's like, nah, that's dumb. I ain't doing that. That's stupid.
Would a massage help loosen you up there, Gabe?
Massage. What? Oh.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
No.
I'll get the oil out and start. Come here, Gabe.
Touch me again, you die.
Come here,
Touch me
Gabe.
again,
No,
you die.
come here. Come here.
No, I'm serious. I will kill you.
No.
Oh, okay. It means no. I get it.
Okay.
They already threw you across the entire tavern and into the wall. And I think a few tables.
Nothing but a little bit of foreplay.
What?
What? What you win, yeah, Mamona Zichanama.
You just had it.
Sorry, so sorry.
You know, I keep forgetting that most of the time I should be ignoring the things that come out of your mouth, Espen.
What do you mean?
Narrow's eyes.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
I wonder if Roy could cast Bless on him.
Why are you walking away from me?
Part of
Come
all
back
these
here.
church members.
Come back here.
That'd be a death sentence.
You can't outrun me, lads. Get back here.
These guys are just playing tag outside of town.
Aren't they so joyous? Look at those
Are we
guys.
outside of town, or are we on the church grounds?
You're actually escorted to the outside of town where the actual arena is.
I was talking about the people not with us.
No, I mean everybody can be there.
Oh, everybody could be here. Everybody can see this. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are other people gathering?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Sazanka?
Wait, wait, where is he?
Yeah,
Shane, there was money to be made. I'm gonna start a betting pool.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a big sign that says "Big Deal" on it.
I don't know if
I have
that's
money
legal,
and I'm
but go
back.
ahead. If they churches and say anything,
Yeah.
I would get him.
Hey,
Sazanka, you
Sazanka,
should dance. We need a cheerleader.
you should try to undersell this guy as hard as you can, so that we get better odds.
Yeah, this guy full of shit.
What the fuck? This guy full of shit.
Shh. This guy fat, not muscle.
Bless you. Bless you again.
Bless you.
Bless
Oh.
you.
All right, I will start a betting pool, and I will start collecting and kind of distributing. What kind of odds are we looking at?
Well, as of right now, the odds, but people are just gathering. But it's the church, so people are pretty confident in the church member to win. Pretty considerably, in fact.
Very considerably.
Yeah.
You guys want to make our money back from this guy?
I mean, sure.
Also, sorry it's
If I
taking me a
can.
minute. I'm just making sure
No, no,
everything's
you're good.
everything's good.
Yeah.
Good. So we lost 800 on him. If they're pretty considerate
wins.
movements,
Well, if he wins.
yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of betting on him winning.
Sazanka, no, you do not do that.
We could
No.
throw.
No. No.
No.
No. Bad Sazanka. He whacks on the head.
We could throw 300 in at like 1 to
I mean, we
one
can
to 3
throw in
odds.
some of the brass bears, buddy, but just not that much.
Yeah, we just
You
have to
wanna
make
be
it back.
risky
That's the
about it.
problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. But I'm just saying, if you want to,
We could throw in like 300 gold at 1 to 3 odds, and then if he wins, we make that back. We make back the investment. We leave here with more money.
Okay. Yeah.
And if he loses, then we don't have to split the gold with Roric.
No, Sazanka,
I wasn't
stop it.
thinking you were anyway.
Yeah. That's how you do business. Okay.
Ah, sounds like we're already cutting our losses.
Okay. I will post the odds at 1 to 3 in the church's favor, and I will put 300 down on Gabe. And I'll see how many people take that.
I'd help, but I don't know if this is illegal or not.
Well, we're on Dukeport, technically.
So, gambling is not illegal, but it is considered, unbecoming of the church.
Especially when you being the church member is betting against the church.
Hey, Roy.
Yeah, you're
Hey,
kind
Roy,
of,
do
I
you
mean,
favor- do you
kind
close your eyes and
of
ignore
doing
this?
that thing where you're like, maybe you, I don't know, should not do that.
I mean, I'm not doing it. My party members are. I'm not doing it.
But you're not stopping?
Well, he
But I'm
does.
not
He's not,
stopping.
he's not condoning it.
I'm not condoning it, but I'm not stopping.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so, you guys ready for a fucking bout?
Hell
Yeah.
Big deal.
We able to get the betting pool going and everything all set?
All right, everybody. How about we get up a poll in chat for who chat thinks it's gonna win?
All right, let's do this.
We get that going.
Gabe Big Deal will kind of stand at the edge of the arena nonchalant, and then a shadowy figure will approach through the bleeding sun above as it bleeds into night. You will see that this individual, a representative from the church, leaps in and stands at the ready at perfect parade rest.
Oh my god, it says elite.
Oh, that art is sick.
Dude, that art's
going
so
to-
good. I love it.
Oh.
It's going to
Oh,
die.
that's awesome.
Oh, shoot. Now I kind of want Gabe to lose.
That man has blades for days.
Blades for days, blades for days.
Yep. Need to get me some symbols like that on my armor.
Bayonets
All
for
right.
days.
Here we go. Reverend Blackfrost will approach, will hold up his hands above his head. Calm to all. By the edicts of Saint Malachi, the law of blood has been enacted. The fate of the apostate known as Roric of the Razor Cliffs shall now be determined. Fighting on behalf of the apostate is Gabe Big Deal. Yeah! And you'll hear somebody in the back row, yeah! Gabe!
And that guy is Espen.
Suck!
And fighting on behalf of the Church of Mytheria is Radis, who will give only the most humble of bows.
Boo!
Boo. Boo?
Or gives a little clap.
Yeah.
Lancebit golf claps for both of them.
Epson will glare at both of you for clapping.
All right. So, with that, Lord Blackfrost will state, the rules are simple. If you leave the arena, you shall be put to death, and you are considered to lose. You shall both fight until one falls. It is up to the combatant that wins whether or not the individual who lost shall die.
No, I thought they were. Okay.
Upon the determination of this bout, Roric's innocence shall be determined. Okay, here we go. Oh, also I should point out that in case it wasn't obvious, any sort of interference in a duel will result in the breaking of a taboo and is considered immoral by pretty much everyone on Corvallis, regardless of their religious background.
I figured I wasn't planning to anyway.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
No. But
You guys hear that?
Say, Arcadum, can I draw my dice?
Yeah.
You can.
No, I did.
I draw my dice.
All right.
What? Sazanka, what are you doing?
Don't worry, not doing anything.
Better fucking not.
And so the battle begins. The Shadeblade will approach Gabe at a blinding speed. And shall attack twice.
Oh, she.
And a third time.
Ooh, a third time.
And he shall strike for 2 sets of damage here. First one. Alright, ignore this. I didn't know it would separate them like that.
Nah.
Oh yeah, I would have died there.
Alright, 9 damage coming at Gabe.
Wow, that guy's fast.
Alright, first attack will deal
You know
1
what I
point of
said.
damage, and the second one will deal 1 point of damage.
Strong boy, Gabe. Let's go. I can't.
He had 4 armor rating. Oh, his scale mail.
You must have done plenty of yoga before you got here.
Alright, as the Shadeblade opens up with a flurry of attacks, he will stand back and await Gabe's response. That's how you plan to win? With those tiny little kitchen knives? Fine. I'll show you something worth fighting with. And he'll reach behind his back and pull out a massive great axe.
Hell,
I hope you're ready, because the big deal's coming.
Get him.
Hello?
Hurrah!
hell yeah.
Oh, big deal!
Fuck!
Big deal.
Critical hit first.
Oh, that was good.
Ignore that. Alright, first attack will deal 18 points of damage as it obliterates Radis's armor in one fell swing. Okay. I'm wearing chainmail, so that's 6, so I'll reduce the 18 to 12.
Does the Great Axe have deadly?
Right, so reduce the great act down.
That was a good question.
Yeah, Greyson have deadly, no?
Guys, I got it. I know. All right, I'm going through it.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Now I totally lost track of what I was doing. All right, let me go back. Let's see here. So 12. Got that. Okay. And 12 to that. Okay. And 19.
Unfortunate.
6 is 13 damage. Alright. First attack. Next attack comes up. 5 is 9. 8. Alright. 2 mighty swings. Oh, actually, I forgot something. That's going to be... 2 mighty swings from Gabe Big Deal. The axe will bite into the armor and kind of just cleave right through the defensive stance of the Blade of Metheria, who will stagger backwards. Huh! Looks like you're made of sterner stuff than you appear, eh? Alright. The blade says nothing in response, but instead will take its turn. What? Hey! Stop that! And then we'll swing out. We'll swing out twice. All right. First 2 attacks. That's 19. So 9. It's that scale mail. So that's going to reduce that to 7. Okay. 4. Okay. Boom, boom, bam. All right. The wounds increase. And then Radis will use a bonus action.
Bonus action.
And will activate Fighting Spirit. Gabe will stagger backwards as the Betharian Shade Blade is completely undeterred by his overwhelming strength and actually seems to catch a second wind, stabbing out, slicing and dicing. Alright, not bad! Not bad! Guess I'll take you serious then! And with that, Gabe's strength seems to increase even more. His muscles flex and bulge to their maximum. He grips his great axe and brings it down as he enters a trance.
Let's
Hey.
go.
Alright. The axe will catch the Blade of Metheria. Do some damage. And they will stagger backwards as each swing of Gabe's weapon is threatening to take off pieces and limbs. However, Gabe starts to breathe heavily as the bleeding damage takes its toll. Okay. Blade of Metheria will take a step back, provoking an attack from Gabe Big Deal. Where you going, coward? And the Blade of Metheria will then, as a bonus action, throw one of its short swords in the air and produce a potion from beneath its wrist and drink it. and will catch his short sword. And then we'll use dodge as an action. You think your little potions can save you, huh? Huh? I'll break you in half! Alright, and he will reckless attack. A normal attack.
Oh my god.
Let's go, big you.
It's crazy.
Yeah, kill him, Gabe.
Big you. Big.
I mean, oh,
Big
good
deal.
chart materia. Yeah, holy man. Kill it, fucking just remember.
That was a big crit.
Could have totally fought this guy, guys.
That was big.
Totally could have done this.
Yeah, I totally could have whooped his ass as well.
Yeah,
Same
nah,
shit.
both of you would have died, even if you worked together.
Ah, bullshit. I would have whooped his ass.
X.
You ready to die, huh? As the blade, as the shade blade takes 2 massive blows across the chest, you will see a grin appear on the man's face. The bait was taken. And with that, the blade of materia will circle back around Gabe and will action surge. Think you can stop me? Good fucking luck, huh? Okay. Let's do this. Okay. 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 Okay.
Thank God, no crits.
No, he's
Yeah,
getting
but
flames.
pretty sure they all hit.
All but that first one, maybe. I don't know.
I think I've seen hit before.
Still have a bleed.
Just like that, please. Oh, now this damage. Never mind.
Come on, big deal.
Okay, boom, 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 bam. Got through all that. All right. Stab, 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 stab. You're a little bastard, you know that? Think you can escape me, huh?
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
Giveth and taketh away.
There is a cruel mistress.
Kick his ass, Gabe! Think of the whores!
Yeah.
Yeah, the horse is
What
coming.
Gilden said.
Let's go! Fuck! Gabe begins to slow down. Ugh.
Well, looks like we're losing 300 gold.
All
and
right.
one member.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Wildlands.
What? I've already accepted it.
Okay.
Roric, hold my hand.
Pick up its hand. Hold it tightly.
All right, swinging out.
Epson will squeeze back.
Ugh.
Okay. You little bastard! Alright, that's 5 and 4, so 9 damage. I'll fucking kill you! I'll break you! Smash you!
Let's go, big deal.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, fuck. And you'll see that the Shade Blade dodges out of the way of that attack. I don't feel so good.
Oh no, the bleed.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, it was too much bleed.
Yeah.
Someone tell him to tend to his wounds.
Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. See if the big boy can hold out. Oh, yeah, make sure this is correct. It's 29, 37, 29. Oh no, this would be 19. Okay. Alright. Swing out. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da! Critical hit.
Oh, fuck.
There it is.
Ugh. It's okay, guys. He takes half damage. He's a barbarian.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. 11 is 5. 6 is 3, so 8.
I wonder what happens in the event of a draw.
All 3 die?
Hopefully that's not the case.
You can get him!
Come on, big deal.
Swap
Big D! Big D! Big D!
You little fucker.
Big deal.
You think you've won, huh? Huh? Is that what you think? The man will nod. Oh, yeah. Hell, there's something you didn't know, huh? Something you didn't know! As a bonus action, Big Deal will slap the tattoo on his stomach. And as he does so, it will start to glow with light.
None.
Everyone on the battlefield will suddenly go, is that heresy? Heresy? Heresy?
Heresy? What will even be like heresy?
Oh, hey, that looks like heresy.
Oh, yeah. How do you like me now? With advantage. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yes.
Kill him!
Kill him. Get him. You can do it, big deal. You're the
All right, Big Deal will unleash all of his strength into his last blow with his great axe, which will shatter the short swords of Radice and reduce him to 0, dropping him backwards. However, the bleed becomes too much for Gabe, and after his swing, he will fall down as well.
Wait, it's a draw?
So,
What happens now?
What the hell?
He dropped him first.
Okay.
But they're both still dropped.
Also, what do we do without the money?
Okay, guys. All right. As both combatants fall to the ground, the axe falls from Gabe's hand, and one of you has such a loud mic. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. 1 sec.
All right. As Gabe falls to the ground, his swing throwing him off balance as he falls backwards, blood oozing out of the many stab wounds that the Shade Blade has made, it appears that both combatants have fallen. And so, Reverend Blackfrost will approach the match and will look at each individual. It seems that both combatants have lived through the trial. And with that, he will tap his staff on the ground, and you will see an ethereal light be conjured over both of them. The scripture is very clear, as passed down by by Metheria. Blood has been paid for blood. The apostate as Roric shall be given 2 days to leave this place. That is all.
Wow. Wow.
Hell yes. Okay.
Welcome back, Roric.
I'll try not to squander this gift. Thank you.
Don't pay him. Don't pay him. He's unconscious. We don't have to pay him now.
No,
What happened?
Lost. The fight, bro.
Well,
Right.
technically it was a draw, so you didn't win.
You didn't win, so we don't have to pay you now.
Gabe, Gabe, will,
The
Gabe,
agreement was.
We are paying him.
Gabe will stand up and will look over and see that Radice is also standing up. Well, that was the most satisfying scrap I've had in a long time. And he'll approach the man and offer him his hand. Well fought, sir. And they will clasp each other on the wrists as warriors. You know, I had always wondered why people decided to fight with small weapons, but now I think I get it. All those little cuts eventually added up. Quite risky in my opinion. I'd rather just get it done in one swing, but you've certainly proved me wrong. Well fought. And the man will simply bow and be on his way. Ugh. And a big deal will waddle up to the Reverend. So, like, do I have to sign anything, or... The man will shake his head. Excellent. Now, about my payment.
Payment, you lost. Okay, you got your ass whooped. I saw you flying on the floor.
I will pay the man half.
Bullshit, this guy didn't win for shit. We don't have to pay him.
Yes, we
I,
do.
I
I'll pay him
bind and
half,
gag
but he
Sazanka.
didn't win.
Get out of here.
The man will raise his eyebrow.
Listen,
If you'd allowed me
paying him.
to, if you had allowed me to finish, I would have told you that I do not want compensation.
Ah.
Because you're right. I did not win, which was the agreement. But I got something far better than gold out of that. A worthy rival. He'll narrow his eyes as he watches the Shade Blade walk back into the city. Oh yes, we're going to meet again, sir. And next time, I'm gonna knock his fucking head off. Well,
Hell yeah.
if you'll excuse me, I'm already a bit late. Back to the girls.
Perhaps we'll join you. We should celebrate.
Sure.
Haha, we save money.
Oh my
Well,
God.
Yes,
actually
we
went
so
very
that-
well.
So that betting pool, huh?
Yeah.
We-
How did that
How are you
go?
going to
Considering
win?
the draw?
Well,
Actually-
see, the problem is that since nobody won, all betting goes
Yeah.
off.
Shucks. Get that back to people.
So net 0, guys. Good job.
Technically
You're-
negative 150.
You are quite fortunate that the texts of Metheria say that blood only needs to be spent, not life. See all that blood on the ground
Well,
over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was spent.
Yes.
That was wild. I actually got to show off the different pieces of the armory working against each other. That was,
Yes, it was so cool.
that was actually
That was
really good.
sick.
I
The
got,
multiple crits.
to really demonstrate how it works. It's pretty good.
I
That's
totally
quite cool.
fault that guy got.
How much
I
bleed
would
did he have
have
at the end?
as well.
He had 14 bleed at the end.
And he moved twice.
What a man.
would have thrown a dart at him if he didn't die at the last shot.
And then you would have all been executed, so that'd have been great.
Wait, including us?
Wait,
Those-
we're
Yeah,
pretty
it's
Roy?
Greyson.
Why would I be here? Oh, wait, you're talking about cheese magic, I think.
Well, in either case, you guys have successfully pardoned Roric. However,
Somehow.
you get the feeling that maybe lingering around Dukesport is not really a good idea. For while Black Frost is a reasonable and lawful man, he is also an adherent to Matheria and is quite pious.
So I'm thinking.
So,
I'm
maybe
thinking what? Oh wait.
maybe it would be best that you don't push your luck by having a druid lingering around.
Yeah.
I'm thinking one day of celebration, then we get out of here.
No, I
Well,
think
we
we
need
just
to-
we need to-
cargo.
We need to finish
Still have some
selling.
of that stuff to sell, don't we?
Yeah, we have
We can
cargo
take
to
one
sell.
Dell just to sell the rest of it, and then GTFO.
Yeah, I kind of
And
want to
we need-
celebrate.
We need alchemist
No,
kit.
we're not
We'll
celebrating.
celebrate when we
that.
get back to the breast baron.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have good
we
news.
celebrate at the other place.
Since many of the people that were watching the fight were merchants, they're definitely in a spending mood because they feel like they got cheated out of their betting. So,
Yeah.
you're able to sell off the rest of the cargo, although you do not make a profit from it.
Nice.
So we just break even with what the Brass Baron needs.
Yeah,
You
we have
break
3,000
even
cargo
except
left.
for you break even except for the 800 gold that you had as bonus from selling the bolts.
Gotcha.
So
Got it.
you do have 800 gold that you can spend while you're here if
Well,
you'd like.
like 50 now, because
Oh,
yeah,
well,
150.
never mind. You did spend some of it, so you have 650 gold. My apologies.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys would like to buy while you're in town?
I don't like to go out on a night and drink.
I'd like
Okay,
to buy a
question.
couple.
I need a brief on how weapon quality works, like the quality of weapons that we can get with the money.
So weapons that are just normal, and they follow things as normal, right? On the armory. Masterwork weapons. Hold on. Okay, so how this works is there are masterwork qualities that can be applied to weapons, which can give them additional abilities. I'm still working on the full masterwork list, but there are some that are pretty evident. First of all, you can get, like, for example, anointed. An anointed weapon or armor or shield does different things depending on the blessings that are put upon it. The most common one being that an anointed piece of armor applies its armor rating to magic damage as well as physical damage, as an example. There's also other bits, like, for example, there are special materials that can be made that add the special materials property. Like the light property, the masterwork property of light, can be added if a weapon is made of mithril. So that means a greatsword, for example, could be made out of mithril, and it would gain the light property, meaning it could be drawn as a part of an initiative roll. And things of that nature. Oh, and also it affects its weight. That's how it works. It is entirely dependent on what kind of properties that are available, to the region that you're in, to the materials that you possess, and to the skill of the laborer.
Can you?
What's the price range for, let's say, a anointed weapon for per se?
What is the price range you're asking me?
What's the price range? Yeah,
Well,
the lowest to the highest.
The lowest ones cost at least 500 gold pieces, and the highest ones can cost anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000, depending on what you're buying.
Whoa.
Got it.
Yeah, masterwork
If you want to
weapons
get
are
yourself
masterwork.
a really good weapon, you could keep.
Glad
my
I have
share
one
of
as an
gold.
heirloom.
Need potions, so let's get the alchemist kit, and then we.
It should
try
be
looking
noted.
around for potions.
It should be noted that those of you with heirloom weapons from your background from Mornhow, those are automatically masterwork weapons, but the only property that they have is heirloom, which allows you to start with them. Masterwork weapons can be improved and have more properties added to them, but it still costs gold to do so.
Can Roy, as a church member, buy potions?
Yes.
Roy,
Alright.
go get some.
Alright, I'll buy potions, but
Shoves gold into Roy.
Can you add heft to a weapon?
Yes. With a masterwork property.
Okay.
But eventually I have to get this trident anointed. Maybe my armor anointed as well. But depends on how much that costs.
With
Roric
go ahead.
feels pretty invincible right now, so he's going to share that information with the party about the house full of gold on the way out of the troglodyte nest.
After this many days?
If you guys want to hit that up on the way out, you know,
Wait,
we can do
we
that.
held that back. We could have
Right.
stayed there.
Listen, it was
Royal
looking
Nigger.
pretty bad the last time we were there, but I'm pretty sure I can't die.
Oh,
You
good.
still
Oh,
can.
God. No, not again. Not again. Hey, guys, I'm
Let's go
pretty
against
sure I'm
that.
immortal. Now, you guys think I'm immortal? I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
You want to find out?
Lancebit will glance around at the multiple church members.
You should have mentioned that before I
test
there's the church not the area.
We can still get there before them. Our stuff is sold. We could just go.
I mean, I am all for going to go check that place back out as we leave. But let's not push our luck with the we're invincible there, buddy.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
it is currently evening.
I'm pretty sure I can't die.
No,
You wanna
most
test
definitely still
that?
can die.
Oh yeah.
Let us not test that.
Question:
Pretty
Do
sure
we want to
Mary
spend?
already tested it.
Do we want to spend?
That's everything he had to do.
Oh, God. Do we want to spend tomorrow here? Because we can. We can spend one more day here if we want. If anyone has any more stuff to do.
I mean, I'd like to
Let's just
spend
get
night
the
here and
important stuff
celebrate.
like potions and
We probably
alchemist kit,
should,
and then we
Yeah, I
can
mean, it might be a good idea just to get a comfortable rest for the night and then head out in the morning.
Yeah.
maybe celebrate it at a
Sure.
brothel or
Yeah.
something.
Hey, I'm
We
down.
We're owed it. We're
So-
owed it.
If I am keeping correct track, I think in total, aside from like the 650 personal, we have 10,850 gold.
Well, like
which
all of it, but
150
650
Also,
going to the
well,
Brass Baron.
Also, we'll
Thanks.
make some more money when we give the tags in.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
we don't know,
but-
we don't know what that'll
That.
give us. But
Yeah.
Do
basically-
we?
And if you guys want to hit up that house just stuffed with gold,
yeah,
The troglodytes would have gotten to it.
They don't eat the gold though.
Do they not eat gold?
yeah, but we
We
can
don't
use
know.
it.
They just eat the food and the people. They don't eat.
Oh,
They
since
eat
Roy
metal.
didn't know about it when he told them, it's not like they don't know about it either.
They don't know about it either. It's just that they,
We can check it out.
We can at least check it out.
I don't know if they'll be
Okay.
there when we get there, but
Let's
we can
see,
check it
let's
out.
see. Do we want to stay in the slums tonight? Cheap?
spend one night and then we go.
Well, in the slums, I don't think we get a comfortable rest. Am I wrong
we,
about that?
No, we do.
No, we do. It's just the higher.
Oh, it's just like an NPC.
higher
chance?
places
Yeah.
have better chances for events.
I kind of want to spend some time with our boy.
Yeah, we spend the night partying with our boy.
Yeah, let's just go sleep in that brothel.
yeah.
Let's just take a party with our boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, we could do that.
No,
We
I,
could-
I don't know if.
what do you guys think about recruiting him for the-
I guess.
hey, what do you think about recruiting him for the Brass Baron?
If
my
he's
God.
down for it.
I think
Let's
good
just
luck
recruit him
because
to our
he's already
team.
heading up.
Yeah,
I think he was dead
I
set
mean,
on
if-
Broken Oaks.
Yeah, he was pretty dead set on Broken Oak.
because he thinks he can make a name for himself there, but he could also make a name for himself under the Baron's employ.
I mean,
We can try. It's if we come back with him, that's a pretty good thing. Like, I'm trying to think of ways to make up for the fact that we did fail our mission. Part of that being,
Yeah.
did we end up making more
Well, I mean, we didn't
than
totally
needed
fail,
for
but we failed
money?
an aspect of it.
Yeah, we have a profit, a pretty big profit, but the thing is that like, how much are we going to spend of that? Because my vote is that we spend what we need to or whatever, and then whatever's left over, we add that back to the Brass Baron, or give it back to the Brass.
So the profit is in terms of military supplies, in like
Yeah.
thousands
Alright.
of gold of military supplies.
We've got right
You-
now.
look in the
we
notes
just have
tab.
that 650. Like that's all we have to play with right now.
Yep.
Yeah, look in the notes tab. If I have been keeping correct track of it, we should have like a 3,350.
Okay, but we needed. Okay, I see. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That's a lot of profit, yeah.
I think all that profit really came from the silk sheets.
Yeah.
that sold. So kudos to whoever sold those.
Wait, we
That
haven't
was
sold
big.
the
Alright, I'm
box
back.
of spices though.
Welcome back.
We still haven't. We haven't sold the box of spices though.
We could do that.
I don't think anybody wants them. To be honest.
Yeah, I think we have.
That's silk.
We also have the chainmail and a crossbow to sell, so we could sell some stuff and then buy the kit.
I might need to switch out my chainmail because I might have got broken a little bit in that battle with the assassins.
Well, this chainmail looks a little broken too.
I mean, if we're gonna stay the night, I mean, I guess I could sell my 8 javelins for some pocket change.
That's true.
I don't think we need pocket change right now. We have like hundreds of gold.
Every little bit counts.
True. Very true. Okay. It is Arcadum. Is it evening? Are we like going into
Yeah.
the 2 cycles we normally sleep in?
Yep.
You guys want to go party with the
Okay.
boy?
Slow
Yeah,
the
let's go
party.
party with the
Party
boy.
with the big deal.
Party with the boy.
Party with the big deal.
Oh, we gotta go party with the big deal.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Oh, you guys think you can party with the big deal?
Yeah, to the sweaty fish.
I think we're a
We
pretty
will
big deal.
try, and we will fail.
Speaking of sweaty fish, my hands are coated. Jesus Christ.
No, I think you're thinking of Swedish fish.
No, sweaty fish.
Get it? Because he's CapedFish and he's sweaty?
Yeah.
Speaking of sweaty fish, it's 92 degrees in my apartment right now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I poured myself
wanna
a
chill?
cold glass of milk to try and not die. So, I think after we finish this scene, I think I'm gonna call it there because I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I need to stand in front of my fan and fucking not die. So
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm this close to just pulling all my ice cubes out, putting them in a bowl, and trying what Nara suggested.
Feet in the bowl.
The ice fan.
Ice back.
Oh yeah, ice fanning. Yeah.
Ice fan.
Okay.
So selling, just clarification, selling the 3,000 value cargo that we had, we got 3,000 gold back, putting our total at.
Well, we were able to get 3,000 worth in weapons for the.
Essentially,
Brass
you were able to make up what you needed in order to get the Brass Baron's request.
No access?
Okay.
No.
So we're just at the 7,500.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh darn, we had like 2,000 extra.
Yeah.
Darn.
Well,
Then we didn't sell the crate of spice, the box of spices.
You can sell
Can we make that
that.
sales now? All right, I'm gonna go. Can I roll for it?
I mean, do you want me to help with that? I
Yeah, please.
think I
do.
have advantage.
You sure you want to go? There's an awful lot of racists out there.
I will do it.
You got it. All
How
right.
do I do this?
You wanna go
Persuasion.
instead of me? That's fine.
Do it for
Can I
the
use merchant
boys.
kit?
yeah, dude, please don't forget the merchant's kid.
Can I use the merchant's kit?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
All right, I'll be using it. Advantage or nah?
No. This is literally what it's used for. Advantage.
All right.
Or not advantage, but regular roll. Is that an
Like,
orc?
nobody wants those spices.
Is that an orc merchant?
Which is the first on a web
I am
instead.
a good merchant. I didn't steal this. I swear. It is good quality. Please buy my spices.
Unfortunately, Sazanka waddles around the marketplace and is turned down by everybody.
And
Would you like me to try instead?
I
Sell
try
it
and
to
just
big.
sell my
You
8
said it.
javelins that I don't need.
That's fine.
Do I roll anything for that, or can I
Mm-mm.
just sell those straight up?
Those are easy to sell.
Okay, I'll get those
Are they
out of my
worth
inventory.
the full price listed
Half.
for or half? Okay.
So how much am I getting out of that?
Actually,
What's the value on them?
could we add?
You sold 8, so you get 4. Or not. They're worth 5 silver pieces apiece. Half that, 2 silver.
2.5 silver. Oh, silver. Really?
Yeah, silver
Yeah,
piece.
silver pieces.
All right, cool.
Remember, javelins are throwing ammunition, man.
Yeah,
No, not that.
that's like.
Yeah.
I think that's what, like
Alright,
20? No. I think around about 20. Because if they normally cost 5 and you start selling 8 of them, that'd be 40, then half that would be 20.
Alright, so it's 20 gold.
Yeah, 20
Or
gold.
gold.
silver. I'm sorry.
You wish it was
20
gold.
silver.
That's 2 gold.
2 gold. All right.
Yep.
Sweet.
Alrighty, Billy. You gonna try and sell it for Sazanka to reclaim his
Yes.
honor?
I believe I have an advantage because I'm a halfling because of that when it comes to trade.
Yep.
So, which I forgot last session. So, but excuse me, is are
You're cutting out.
any of you interested in buying
Oh, it's so adorable! Hey, you're so much better than that orc. Yes, come on in.
Bullied.
Lancebit will just look at Sazanka, not really sure how to comfort him, and just say,
All right, Roy,
you did
you're
great,
able to
bud."
sell the box of spices for about 100 gold pieces.
Let's go.
Yay.
Feels good to be a halfling. It's sure had to be an orc.
I know. There's apparently some orc merchant going around. It has the face of pure evil, they say.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
One thing I do miss from map tools, I could zoom in infinitely, so I could just like zoom all the way in on people's faces for comedy effects. Feels bad.
Feels bad.
Okay, so the rest of you go back to the Sweaty Fish, and you try to party with Gabe Big Deal. All right, I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw,
All right.
Oh boy.
and we'll see if you can keep up with the Big Deal.
Whoa, 23, yeah. Not 20.
Roric does not.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
Roric and Espen fall asleep in the common room, possibly holding hands, maybe.
Oh, most definitely holding hands.
Well,
Roy
here we
is
go.
a child and falls asleep between them. Sazanka is too busy drinking his orcish sorrows away. Lancebit, however, goes toe-to-toe with Gabe Big Deal. And at the end of the night, the two of them are singing a love song about some woman somewhere. And they're both just like, she said I had no prospect. The juice
Yeah, singing Big Deal.
juice of the vine.
Oh, jeez.
You know,
Somebody help me.
I really
cannot
don't
find
even
my
like horror, and I don't. It's just, all I want is like an intimate connection, right? And,
Yeah, I
and,
feel you,
and
bro.
every time I approach some lady
It
that I
is.
like, she looks at me and says, "Oh, you're a disgusting pig of a man," and I don't get it. I live my life
get
free,
it, man.
and they say they want honesty, but they don't. What they want is an honesty that doesn't hurt them, because real honesty has to deal with reality, and then
Yeah, why can't it be that we're like, we try to like work together or something? Why does it have to be that like, we're just going forward? Why can't they help?
All right. So yeah, good job, guys. Well,
Just crying.
Good job, team.
despite your best efforts, Roric has survived.
Yeah.
Give me Sazanka's best efforts.
Damn, we really tried. We really tried.
I tried really hard, okay?
Time to get rid of the How to Kill Roar group chat.
Oh, I am teary-eyed.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, you guys did it. And so,
Roric did not die!
the next morning, Gabe Big Deal says his farewells and congratulations, and he will leave for the Broken Oaks towards the Lonely Inn for, well, an unknown adventure that awaits him. While the rest of
Salute.
you gather up your supplies, gather up the caravan guards, and turn the whole thing around to go back to the Brass Baron with the weapons that he desires. And that...
Question, do we get potions?
No,
Oh, yeah.
we
Probably
left.
buy some potions.
Yeah, we're supposed to get potions, no?
I mean, are you before you leave?
Yeah, we're going to.
Okay.
Have Roric go ahead of us, and then we'll go
What
shopping.
potions do you want to buy?
The
And
best
have Roy
potion
buy
I can
them.
get for 2 gold.
You cannot get any potion for 2 gold.
Alright, give me a
I'm not
range.
sure.
I need, like, the stock.
It's
Healing
50.
potions
It's 50.
like,
It's
with
50.
range.
It's 50 gold pieces for basic potions.
I'll take 5.
Alright, well, let's buy 5 of them.
Okay.
5, that's 250. 350 for Alchemist Kit, no? That's
I
500.
mean,
No,
we
that's
could also
600.
do that if you want one, yeah.
Right, we get Alchemist Kit, and we got 50 gold spare. Sounds good?
Alright, cool. Sounds good. Put it in there
How
notes.
much did the spice give us?
100.
100. Yeah, I put it in there.
Okay, we have 150.
Not the notes, but the notes.
Yeah, I got it. We got 100 from our excellent non-orc merchant.
Shut up.
How much was expected to pay the 4 soldiers
That is a good question. We should give them some money.
That's an excellent
in the
question.
ledger?
They've already been paid.
Okay.
You want to give them a bonus? They deserve it.
That'll have to come out of our pocket because we only have enough to pay back the Brass Baron what he expected.
Only 150 gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anybody want to get anything?
All right.
Can we get the alchemist kit? Just to clarify.
Yeah, you can get an Alchemist kit, or Roy can,
Yeah,
I should say.
Yeah. Okay. Sick.
I can't. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, let's sell the 2 pieces of chainmail, right?
I might replace mine depending if it's broken. So maybe 1 and like the broken one.
Okay.
Alright, I'll hold on to the 150 gold.
Okay.
Wait, so how many like basic potions did we buy?
5.
5.
5, and they each cost 50.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So then I'll
Okay,
go
so
300. So then we spend 550, which means we would have 100 left.
So how much gold is 1 platinum? Like, what's the conversion?
1 platinum piece is worth 100 gold.
Okay, he doesn't like
okay.
Or 10 gold, excuse me. 10 gold.
Oh,
10.
I do 100 myself.
Okay, sick.
Platinum. Wait, guys, we haven't taken into account the gold from staying at the inns.
How much
That
was the
is
cheap
the...
in?
No, that was the brass
Oh,
baron's
well, we
gold.
did 1. I don't know
No,
about the
that was
slums.
our gold.
Yeah, we got it from the slums.
Yeah, did it cost
How much for the
anything to
slums?
pass out at the slums?
You guys don't have to worry about that because Big Deal's party tab covers you at the Sweaty Fish.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you,
Sick.
Big Deal. We appreciate it.
Love big deal.
So then it was only 30 from the expensive inn.
All right.
Yep.
So the party sets back out, leaving Duke Pork behind as the caravan makes its way back towards the Brass Baron estate. You have all the weapons and armaments required by the ledger, and although Carl Demont is dead, you have at least been able to complete his last mission. And we will have to pick up what happens next time on the Brass Tacks. Very good.
Great session.
Let me open up stream to see that art, boys.
God,
I'm so happy Roric lives.
I wish I fucking
Is it-
didn't have a 90-degree apartment right now.
Yeah.
Me too.
Feels
Alright.
bad.
Let me
Me
get
too.
through all this shit.
Pull out this
Do we have any fan art, perhaps?
tram.
We have a few memes.
Daddy, fortunately, didn't have time to make memes this session. I'll have them next session.
I'm currently working on one. But it won't be ready for a bit. I don't care who the Baron sends. I'm not paying my taxes.
Your brass taxes.
You know, it's a shame that show just didn't have any real support from its writing team.
Yeah, that was a good
It had some potential to be pretty good, but it just
show. I miss it.
fucking sucked.
It's my beautiful boy.
All right, so this is Beautiful Boy Epson. This is a representation of schizophrenia.
What do you mean?
I don't see him. Who is he? He's not there.
Yeah, this is, dude. I was watching. I was like watching a fucking train wreck in slow motion. That was an example of just learn to shut up, and he just kept going. I was like, oh no.
Listen, it's called passion, okay?
Sazanka talking to Black Frost.
Just digging that hole.
Just digging that.
This one's great. Egg. Big Deal showing up like he's so huge.
Oh my god.
How much does he weigh?
Good question.
I can think the better question is how much doesn't he weigh?
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for all of the follows, and thanks for the fan art. Is there any subs to thank? Why, yes. Zen Master dropped a metric shit ton of subs. Thank you for the five subs. Thank you very much. Nikki, thanks for the 16 months. Noel, thanks for the 13 months. Carturation, thanks for the 3 months. CapedFish, fucking stop.
Never.
You already fucking pay for 2 Stop. Just stop doing it.
Dude, that's bits of 2 games.
Alright, anyway, so with all those gifted subs, that puts us back at... Oh man, I don't think I've had a sub count that low in a long time. Holy shit. We're at 319 subs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
324 subs. Never mind. Oh my god. That's a lot. But,
That's a lot of subs.
holy shit, yeah. Well, you know, it happens. I'm not worried about it. I'm thankful for everything that's given, but I'm just doing my thing. So, if you liked what you saw today, please consider following. And if you really liked what you saw, please consider subscribing. How many gifted subs for a new AC? Well, hopefully my maintenance... Well, what is it? My maintenance people that live in the... that work for the apartment will come by and fix it tomorrow. If not, then I guess
Best of luck, man.
I just sit here and die.
Wait, one more thing in
God.
fan art.
Got a lot of AC problems. Maybe need a new one.
Oh
Maybe.
my, what the?
High priest, what is this?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
I
When the Tinder date goal at? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about that. Over the next 2 days, I'm going to be playing the dating sims. Most likely in the Discord. I might stream them. I'm not sure. The dating sims will start with "I Love You, Colonel Sanders," and then after
Yes.
that is "How to Yo Boyfriend," and then after
Yes.
that is some anime garbage that Yokebun picked out. I will
Yes.
do up to 20 hours of dating sims, so people can get to see that if they wish. After that, we will be arranging a Twitch date, which I will go clothes shopping with Twitch chat, which is what people wanted for some reason. So we're gonna be doing that, and yeah. When the Tinder date goal at, I don't even know what. No, I'm not going on Tinder. Jesus Christ.
don't.
Do it.
It's a mess out there.
When we
Man.
get in that Socks Puppet stream, that's what I want to know.
I don't think we reached the sock puppet stream goal, did we?
We did.
Oh, we did? Okay, well then I gotta
Yeah.
figure out what I'm gonna do with that then.
Yeah.
Alright, then I have to fucking figure that out too. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Oh my god, I gotta do socks and puppets.
Name
Well,
one of
That Soccer stream is so good. I can't wait
name
to
one.
see.
Name one of the puppets Socrates.
Alright,
No, I'm banning you for that one.
I'm gonna go buy some. Man, I'm gonna have to do
No.
arts and crafts, dude.
Socrates.
I have to make up sock characters again. I don't even know what I'm gonna do this time. I'll do something hilarious. Ooh, what if I made set pieces this time? Like pieces of cardboard I could like draw forests and
Ooh.
stuff on it.
Ooh, fun.
Yes.
So I could switch out the set pieces.
And then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle,
That'd
waddle.
be pretty funny, I think. Yeah. Alright, but yeah, that's I still got a lot of the sub goals to pay off, so the next 2 days I'll be doing the the dating sim ones. Trying to put the hours into that. When is your next music video coming out? I don't have any music videos. What are you talking about, Nina?
That sounds like a new sub goal to me.
What would I even do? Wait, what do you want? What? No.
Radio, you got work?
Just talk to radio about it.
When's my next music video? Actually, I do kind of need a new intro. I didn't think about that.
What happened to
Gasp.
that all with that Krypton made? I guess we're not using that
You know, I could do the I could do like
anymore. Well, up to the other person.
I could do a Corvinus intro. That could be pretty cool.
Gasps on MP3.
Yeah, I could do we get an intro made for that, maybe even some small animation or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
We need to get like a one bullet in the chamber parody.
Nara, it's Nara
Like
just
you need
waddling
parody
across all our
for
Corvinus.
So what I'm hearing is I need to donate. God.
People keep cutting in and out. Is anybody else hearing that? Like people are
Yeah, I'm
just,
hearing that.
like just dropping stuff. But I think
Yeah,
I
I
heard.
mean, you've cut out for me a lot for some reason, Arcadum. I don't know why it's on my end.
But I think I heard CapedFish trying to threaten me with more money, which I will respond with no and stop. Okay, good.
So the threat worked.
Anyway,
It's not a threat. It's a promise.
fine. You want a music intro? Here we go. 1,000 subs. Boom. You won't do it, cowards. There you go.
Oh,
300.
okay.
I'm at 324 subs. 1,000 sub goal. Boom. That's your second one.
I
There.
don't need my truck.
There.
I don't need
Shut
that
up.
money. I don't need to go to school.
That's too low. We'll hit it. in
I don't
our
need my
time.
truck. Give me the intro.
Hey, my tax reimbursement should be coming back.
No.
So,
Yes.
I think I stole that money.
Yes, mine too.
All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just close down this train
Train wreck.
Burning train.
Bye bye everybody. Nope, can't hear
Bye.
you. No more subs. Bye.